So what the fucking about now? By the way, I've been called Night Mode Nux. I like the name. I stole the shape of his eyes, if you can tell.
News from just now, EU fined X, the platform, 120 million euros under the Digital Services Act. Now, for those of you that are unaware with the Digital
Oh, this is a story I wanted to cover. The EU is trying to censor X.
Services Act, it's the government wants to censor people, and unfortunately for the governments, Twitter does not censor people. So, because Elon Musk bought
Yeah, they tried to do it during pandemic. Governments in Europe want to suppress the truth.
it. So they are trying to censor people now. Welcome to reality. This is extortion. This is essentially saying
They want to suppress when a 12-year-old girl gets raped by a migrant.
if X doesn't pay us 120 million euros,
It's actually, people have been arrested for hate speech, for pointing out stuff like that. Just posting on X, this other town, Pakistani or whatever, or Afghan raped a girl. You do that. It's hate speech, according to some. It makes people, feel unsafe in the community from the rapist, and Britons get thrown in jail for that. It's insane.
we're gonna cook you guys. This is government slop to censor people because they really hate the fact that people on social media are noticing that, oh my god, is this a guy from Sudan?
Yeah. Boat migrant from Sudan. He stabbed 2 people with a pair of scissors in Hanley, Staffordshire. He was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment, costing 100K. No deportation. This 100K. 2 people dead. And he's still around and is going to stab more people later. It's insane. He's going to keep on living and costing the UK taxpayer for the rest of the life if he's not deported. Get these people out. Get them out.
Who came off of a boat illegally
And this type of post is what people are being arrested for hate speech. You can make it in America, it's fine, but if you're in UK,
and stabbed 2 people with a pair of scissors? That's pretty bad, actually. And the media really wants to cover this stuff up.
yeah, and media, this is what the media should be covering. It shouldn't be people on X. It should be BBC. This guy, Margaret, if they covered every story like this on BBC, there wouldn't have never even been a migration crisis because there would have been so much outrage, the problem would have been fixed years ago.
So the EU is essentially a gigantic bully over here, trying to bully Twitter into refusing to allow their citizens to actually get information.
Yes, that is the goal. That is what this fine is about. The X has been serving as an outlet for the truth when all these other platforms are censored and moderated.
It is an actual authoritarian regime. It really is. So Elon Musk says, how long before the EU is gone? Abolish the EU. The EU should be abolished. Sovereignty returned to individual countries.
Oh yeah, I am extraordinarily anti-EU. It goes back all the way to when I was blogging because I saw all the horrendous legislation they were passing and trade stuff. It's a blight. It's a blight on Europe. The EU. It needs to go.
Dude is straight up beefing with the European Union. The European Commission imposed a $120 million fine on X for 3 violations. Misleading paid verification badges, which is a nothing burger, unlabeled ads in its repository, which is a nothing burger, and insufficient data access for researches, which is a nothing burger. The reality is, in my opinion, the reason why they're doing it is because they want to ban people, because they don't want freedom of speech. They don't
That is it. That is exactly it. There's no other reason.
want people to actually get information. Trump is pissed about this. Elon is very pissed about this.
I'm pissed about this.
Plans to comply where feasible, but argues researcher access clashes with user privacy with an appeal option in the EU courts. Must post sharp criticism urging the EU's abolition to restore national sovereignty amid echoes from figures.
Yes, that's the one good thing that might come out of this is it will drive a lot more people into wanting the abolition of the EU. The EU trying to wield the power it has to clamp down on distance, it'll have the effect of creating more distance. And hopefully the pushback is sufficient to preserve X's independence.
It's like Viktor Orban, I think he's the Hungary prime minister or something, and the U.S. officials decrying the move as an attack on the American tech. This is so based, it's crazy. Viktor Orban releases this,
Jött a hír, hogy
basically saying that the EU is drowning in corruptions. Commission
Yes, the Ukraine war guarantee you there's huge amounts of kickbacks to politicians all across Europe.
Face serious charges. Commission and Parliament are engulfed in scandal. People do not understand what.
Yeah, and X is the outlet where all this corruption scandals come to light, and then pressure from outrage from those X information leads to media having to cover it, and leads to finally the corruption scandal moving forwards. They want to stamp out that process. I mean, when I was writing back in 2010, I wrote about corruption, massive corruption in the government, and it never went anywhere because there was no free X, there was no streamers like Asmongold, and I still have stories that from back then that if I ever reach a big enough audience, I want to cover and correct the record. There's so much disinformation spread by the mainstream media.
What we're doing, guys. Welcome to the EU's bureaucratic empire where democracy goes to die. Completely true. Completely true. The Commission's attack on X says it all. When the Brusselian overlords cannot win the debate, they reach for the fines. Europe needs free speech, not unelected bureaucrats deciding what we can read or say. Hats off to Elon Musk for holding the line.
Yes, hats off to Elon Musk. I guess I should sign up for Twitter Blue now. I'm a VTuber. And support X a little bit.
This is exactly what's happening. Imagine treating the claim that sovereignty should return to the individual country so government can better represent the people as evidence of being an enemy of humanity. And this is what they all say. This is literally the leftoid cuckery everywhere. Elon Musk is an enemy of Europe and humanity. Because he wants people's votes to matter? Because he wants freedom of speech to exist? Go to Mars. There's no censorship.
Yeah, that is education system in the West is completely fucked.
Nazi salutes over there. Elon Musk calls to abolish the European Union. This is a massive battle, an actual generational war that we're witnessing. Because honestly, stories like this just don't get covered properly in the actual media. And as proof, this just happened last night. This is a situation where 10 people were killed. Look at this, man. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the actual video, but this is a video of 10 dead because a car rammed into a Christmas market in France. And
oh, not again. It happens all across Europe every year. Islamic migrants use cars to charge Christmas markets. They have places where Christmas market has outright been cancelled because of this. Yeah, there's places where they put in anti-tank roadblocks to protect the Christmas market. It's insane.
do you want to know the craziest part? This wasn't reported by the media. After a full 8 hours of this being talked about on Twitter, it was reported on India news sites. Indian news sites reported this. Why wouldn't they report this? Why wouldn't they report the story of the Muslim that killed 10 people ramming a car into a Christmas market? Why wouldn't they tell this story? How is this not national? How is this not in the news? How is the first?
That's what I went through for years.
How is this not in the news? And eventually, you run into so many cases so extreme. There has to be some type of coordination, i.e., conspiracy, or to keep this information out of the public. It can't just be aligned interest or happenstance.
News site to pick it up, India News, after 8 hours of this being viral on Twitter. Well, India media picked it up. This tweet has 16 million views on Twitter, so everyone knows it. And are you really surprised? Are you really surprised? Are you really actually that shocked or surprised when they want to ban Twitter and they want to fine Twitter infinitely? Like, no shit they want to ban Twitter. No shit they want to fine Twitter.
Yep.
Because they want to control their people. Now, Piers Morgan just did a debate.
And that story in the Indian news only happened because it went viral on Twitter. If it hadn't gone viral on Twitter, Indian news wouldn't have covered it.
On his show, because someone got 10 years in prison in the United Kingdom for saying the word, because you have to understand what we're doing here. This is crazy. All right, lock in, boys and girls. We're going to probably watch one of the most mind-numbingly cringe debates of all time. I'm waiting for the wake-up moment where people realize, oi, mate, turns out we're actually living in an authoritarian regime. Let's see it.
11 police officers turned up.
Yeah.
They basically said you had committed a hate crime by using that F word in a private
F-word!
text message.
I was in.
It was in a text message! Bro, she used the word in a text message and they managed to get that information. First of all, that just means they're watching all your text messages. Got arrested for 10 years, bro.
For using the word, oh God, can I even say it on Twitch because with how leftist this platform is? The F slur word, F-A-G and onwards word.
Oh, 10 years!
And also shock.
If the state can pry on our private conversations, that really does take us into Orwellian.
Yeah, that's why they're terrified of Twitter. That's exactly why they're terrified of Twitter. Look at their complaint. Look at...
Yeah, they want to police what you think because what you say in private conversation is what you really think. And if they can control what you say in private conversation and they force you to moderate yourself, then you're actually moderating how you think too.
Their complaint. X plans to comply where feasible because they here it is. Misleading paid verification, unlabeled ads in repository, insufficient data. Bro, it is so obvious, man. It's so obvious. They really are just trying to own their people, like actual infinite Orwellian surveillance.
Territory.
You
True,
don't have
exactly.
a free nation there. Who cares if she was like, you know what, I am homophobic. And I said it because I'm homophobic. That's her business, right? You can say
Yeah, you can say whatever you want in private settings. That's a free society.
what you want.
Something can be a homophobic slur, even if a person doesn't realize that that's what they're doing.
Bro, you have every right to be homophobic.
So what do they say a slur? Shouldn't be illegal to say a slur in private. In public, you can there's a different argument, but in private, no, you can say all slurs you want.
You have every single right to be homophobic. You just want an excuse to ban X to keep Europe in the dark, obviously. Yeah.
Doing.
Andrew, would you use that word?
You use it all the time.
Are you kidding me? What even is happening? Like, this is the retard Olympics.
One of the best ways to describe friends, right?
Any minute now.
I've used that word in the past and in private settings, and I don't think I've ever used it at its who it actually refers to, though.
We are going to see the annual controversy about the Pogues' great song, Fairy Tale of New York, which has the famous lyric, you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy.
The Oxford English Dictionary has just named rage bait as its word of the year. They define it as content deliberately designed to elicit outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive. I thought it was only appropriate to mention that story given the hullabaloo over my polite reticence to use the F word. And no, as you're probably well aware, it's not that F word.
Would you say the word on camera?
No,
Why?
because
You don't want to get arrested, do you?
Because you're a...
be arrested.
This is absolutely...
That's so insane.
Listen, I was just talking about on stream how I think Tucker Carlson is an actual paid shill and how he's literally being flown into Qatar to give a speech there.
I disagree with Nux on like Tucker Carlson for a variety of reasons. For many years now, he has been covering topics with a spin that's anti-establishment that the establishment doesn't like. He may be moderate and he doesn't go hard on certain things, but he isn't a shill. He's definitely not deep state.
At the same time, you have absolute retard pussy whip bitch on the other side, Piers Morgan sitting there. Of course I would never say that. I would never do something.
I won't insult Piers Morgan in that he operates in the setting he operates. He has to be tamer with his views because he doesn't want to be arrested, and you need people like Nux that are completely unrestrained, and you need people like Piers that are pushing from a more moderate position.
Nothing like that, never.
So harmful to people? Is it like gay bashing? What's wrong with that?
Actually, my whole issue with the whole trans debate, for example, is you don't need to slide into actually saying derogatory stuff about trans people.
This guy is so pathetic, it's fucking crazy. Like, this dude is accepted with open arms, all right, by right-wing people just because he thinks that the woke shit went too far. This dude is a hardcore fucking leftoid cuck. It's insane.
No, he's center, Nux. He has common sense, and you shouldn't just attack people that have common sense with all the things that are completely mad in society. Just because someone has leftist has common sense, we need more of those.
I can't stand these people, like these snakes. Unbelievable. You have every right to be transphobic. You have every right to be homophobic, all right? You have every right to believe in the Bible. All right, you have every
I agree with all of that.
right to believe in your religion. That's right. That's right. Because it says in the Bible that you shouldn't castrate yourself. It's literally in the Bible. Do not castrate yourself. You will no longer be welcomed into the community of God. All right? It literally says that. It directly says that a man should not sleep with another man as a woman. It's literally stated in the Bible. If you believe in the Bible, then that doesn't make you automatically a bad guy that needs to go to jail.
That makes you a moral person.
Also, transphobia is not irrational. Like, it's not irrational. I've seen the mass shootings.
To make the point that women's rights should be protected. You don't need to.
But the argument isn't like, dude, I also want women's rights to be protected. I don't want trans people in sports either because I want women's rights to be protected. But also, there's only two genders, all right? It's not hateful or hurtful to say.
Absolutely. Only two genders. It's role play. Trans, that's role play. It's no different. Furries and trans are in the same category for me. There's people engaged in role play. Except one difference. The furries don't go around trying to force people to go along with their role play. That's the only difference between trans and furry.
Say a fact, which is there are two genders, okay? Like, what are we doing? Like Pierce Morgan thinks that everyone thinks the same way as him. Like, but you're so dishonest, it's crazy.
Well, I agree.
So what?
Well, he's saying stuff we do agree with, Nux, so...
I don't believe
No,
it.
but it's a
Yeah, I also want their women to be protected, obviously. Also, there's two genders, and these people need an asylum.
I don't believe in needlessly
smearing anybody. I just think
Well, what would you use that word? Yeah.
I just did.
But would you? Okay, but why?
And I'm using it because you're not allowed to. Because
Why? Because it's a word.
I'm
you're.
allowed to.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Say I love gay people.
I'm allowed to. I just choose not to.
He's not showing the full clip, that slimy arse. Oh, you absolute buffoon. You fake fraud. You absolute cuck. Let me show you the full clip. Man. Trying to find it.
Together, you ready?
No, we're not.
Do you say gay and retard? Do you say gay and retard?
I say gay. I wouldn't use the R word.
Retard.
I personally wouldn't.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard, Pierce. Get out of here, man. Oh my God. This is crazy level of cuckery.
Are you?
By the
Do you
way,
think it
I'm
should be
exercising-
illegal to abort
I'm
a Down
exercising-
syndrome baby?
I am exercising my free speech right not to use that
I
word.
totally agree. I actually don't use the N word ever
Right.
because I think it's ugly.
Pussy.
That one's still radioactive. We have a society, though. I'll cancel you for it. It's just not worth saying.
You're gonna sit here and grandstand about.
Okay, Nux, let's hear you say the N-word. Then all your commentary will be, I'll respect you, but you can't call him a pussy and then you don't say it.
Words? Really? Absolute coward?
So by your own
He's not going to say it because he is a coward on the N-word, Nux.
petard, you're being.
I kind of agree. I'm not even. I'm.
Absolute pussy bitch coward.
Yeah, but you won't say the N-word either, Nux.
If you're gonna sit here and you're gonna grandstand about how it's just words, then you absolutely need to get obliterated. Yeah, say it, bitch. Say it. Oh my God, what an absolute loser.
Well, we'll talk about the F word again shortly with my panel who are standing by, but Tucker Carlson's claim that I could be arrested for saying
People are such frauds, it's crazy. Like, everyone's such a loser.
for saying it was based on a real story he'd read in the Daily Mail. A nursing home worker had been arrested and convicted, he said, for using that word in text messages about a man she claims had assaulted her. As I said in the interview, it sounded utterly ridiculous, ladies, in a string of examples of an assault on free speech in the UK. But I hadn't actually read the story, and I said I'd look into it afterwards. That's exactly what I did, and I'm pleased to say that Elizabeth Kinney, the mother of four who was convicted over her text messages, joins me in the studio now. Elizabeth, thank you for coming in.
Well, see, that's the type of thing you should do, like investigate and bring the person. Yeah, exactly. How's Nux going to be upset about this?
And joining
Convicted for texting the word. Oh my God.
us today for this debate. Just first of all, just to clear up exactly what happened to you, explain to me and the viewers what went down.
I was assaulted by a male acquaintance.
Physically or sexually?
Physically.
Physically.
It wasn't my ex-partner. It was a friend, like a group of friends. The female acquaintance that she was getting jealous over me because she started seeing my ex-partner. So she was trying to cause trouble for me, which ended up resulting in me getting attacked. After that, obviously, I went to the hospital and I sent her messages and pictures of my injuries just to prove, like, what she'd caused. And obviously I was very upset at the time. I'd had like inflammation on my brain. I had a skull fracture, which made me not really feel like myself at the time. I was very upset, and
Shoot the shit out of her.
Like angry with what had happened to me, which made me like say messages that I really wouldn't have said.
So you sent her.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You're telling me that some guy beat the shit out of her, then she texted?
Beat the shit out of her, gave her brain damage. She made a text you wouldn't normally have sent, and she gets convicted for it.
That he was and she got arrested for 10 years? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you at it? Like,
Fuck the UK.
what the Orwellian fuck is happening? What?
There are a load of messages. I mean, would you?
You have like rape gangs wandering around that they don't arrest. All right, and this woman, after getting assaulted and her skull fractured, called someone and they arrested her. Oh my god!
Them as abusive, highly abusive.
Any police involved in this, I support defunding them.
It was more just to pointing to the fact that what had happened to me. I only just sent her pictures of my injuries and obviously said like, why would you cause this much trouble for me and stuff, and make up lies, and like which now resulted in me being attacked. And
she then reported you.
Yeah.
For harassing messages.
Yeah, it was a 5 minute.
Hello, officer. Can you please assist me? What appears to be the trouble, sir? It's very important. I was just texted the words by an acquaintance of mine who was beaten up by her.
Yeah, someone texted me the word faggots. Go arrest them and throw them in jail for 10 years.
Can you please arrest her immediately? Oh, she said the word, didn't she?
Minutes period of time when I just
actual Karen-owned society. Karens and Islam owns a UK. It's so over, bro.
Feel when the police contacted you?
Well, I was shocked. I didn't expect that. I mean,
because these are private text messages.
Throughout my life, I've had messages with my friends, and we've fallen out, and we've said things that aren't very nice to each other. But you would never really expect that to go any further than that.
I thought 11 police officers turned up.
Yeah.
11 police officers. UK has fallen. They're not out there protecting young women from migrants, but they're out there patrolling someone who says the word F, whatever.
That's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd left my front door open. I was waiting for my dad to come to the house. I was actually in the bath.
And 11.
She's sitting in the bath. 11 police officers came in and arrested her for texting about someone that beat the shit out of her.
They opened the door themselves.
And just came in?
And came.
And you're in the bath?
Yeah.
And what do they say to you?
Well, I heard my name, which was one female out of the lot of them.
And 10 male officers?
Yeah. And then I heard my name, and I thought, well, it might be my sister, because it didn't sound like someone who was... Because obviously I was upstairs in the bath. And then they just come up the stairs. And...
Dude, you have to pay attention to whatever's happening, man, in the UK, because we're next, all right? Unless we actually crush this mind virus, we're next. All right, next leftist president we get is going to start instituting this shit. Like, Tim Walz is already trying to say, governor of Minnesota is already trying to say that...
at least the $1 billion fraud the Somalis committed in Minnesota, I think it makes it very hard for Tim Walz to ever even run for president.
Calling someone a retard is an incitement of violence. Like, you don't understand, man. Like, it's getting scary.
No, calling someone retard is the strongest way to say someone is an absolute idiot. Like, people who think retard is offensive are retards.
Scary. It's getting really scary. 2 people in Florida were arrested for eating bacon near Muslims. All right? Like, dude, it's getting scary, man. Like, this is serious. And
see, he's getting scared, but I'm actually less scared, because... Imagine you're hearing stories like this, but it's not getting any coverage in the media. No one's covering it. That is scary. But the fact that Nux and Asmongold and all this media are covering these things, and it's actually reaching the people, having it happen and no one's covering is a lot more scary.
Scary. And the EU is trying their absolute best to clamp down on this shit.
They didn't give me any privacy or anything. Like, I had to...
You were naked?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Disgusted and really upset. I was crying my eyes out.
And what did they say to you? What did they say they were there for?
Well, I was just asking them, can they just leave the female officer, and can they please go downstairs? As obviously I was upset, and I had no clothes on, and they kind of wanted to watch me get changed, and I was very upset.
She had 11 officers watching her get changed,
those cops,
naked, arresting her, dragging her off for saying the word from the text. Like, bro, what the fuck?
You know what? I hate cancel culture, but if someone wants to get the name of those cops and cancel them to the point they don't have a career anymore, I'm fine with that. If the cops throw away all their morals and decency and go along with this bullshit, they deserve to be fired with prejudice.
In the end, they did send the males down the stairs, and the female officer sat with me. One, I was crying my eyes. I was really upset. And then I said, well, what are you even here for? Because I was shocked. I was in utter shock. And
every single person that calls Trump fascist and a Nazi needs to immediately self-deport to
They
the
have
United
no
Kingdom.
idea what
This is
true
the craziest
fascism
thing ever.
she
is.
said, for malicious communications.
In Islam, women have no rights. And all of a sudden in the UK, they're arresting women naked.
Hate crime and malicious communications. And I said, well, what for? And they said, we'll discuss that when we get to the police
You
station.
go to the station, and then they outline that it's these messages you sent to this.
Private messages. This is just batshit insane on a level that,
Yeah.
Friend that you've had this argument with, all connected to the fact that you yourself, as you say, have been assaulted. I'm not going to get into that so much. Is one of the more inflammatory things about this whole story, which Tucker Carlson picked up on, was
Not gonna lie, women voted overwhelmingly for laws like this. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, 100%. The feminization of the West is why the West is falling apart, and it's really obvious. It's because men refuse to be men, and women are taught to abort their children.
and it's because that ideology has been shoved into schools and through schools into the entire society, and it needs to be rooted out. The fact that this backlash is growing gives me hope.
Children, and essentially, like it's the radical feminization of the West that is our destruction. And so realistically, I bet she voted left. Like he's a leftist, all right. Make it clear. Piers Morgan is a liberal guy. He is a leftist, all right. And my guess is so is she. Probably statistically, the majority of women are. So the reality is she probably voted for.
She was a key in past tense. I seriously doubt that she's still a liberal and would vote for this again.
For these laws. I mean, obviously, she doesn't deserve to have this happen to her. But the reality is,
She was deceived by the media. It's a story as old as time in the United States and now Britain and everywhere else. Is the media just lies and lies and lies, and people vote for things they don't support because of those lies, and they're hurt by those things they don't support.
it's like we have to wake the fuck up, man.
in the course of these text messages, you use the F word. We've already said what that word is. He repeated it many times.
It's-
Choose not to say it.
it's-
Do what you like. But
No, you quite literally can't do what you like, Mr. Piers Morgan, uncensored. All right, you literally can't do what you like, or you will get arrested.
that word, did you intend it in the messages to be a derogatory slur?
What even is this question? Literally, who cares?
Does it matter? It's a private text message. You just say "fuck you" to someone. Can they arrest you for that because you hurt someone's feelings? Because
Because that is the alleged crime.
Oh my
is that you
God.
were promoting hate towards gay people.
Why
by-
can't you promote hate towards gay people? I don't understand. What are we doing? Like, it's literally not a free
yeah, it's not a free country if you're not allowed to hate who you want to hate.
country. You should be able to promote whatever the fuck you want. Well, get ready. They're going to start removing passages from Bibles. I'm telling you, it's inevitable. For the record, I actually know multiple schools that they do this. They remove passages that are homophobic from Bibles.
Oh no, I believe you, Nux, and I don't want to believe you.
I am not even joking. And I spoke to an administrator at one of these schools. Actually, a Jewish school I know that does this. I know a Christian school that does this. And I spoke to an administrator, and I asked them, like, what are you doing? You're teaching the Bible. You're removing verses. And the answer was, we have to change the Bible to fit with the times. Like,
Fuck
literally
whoever
wanted
says
to throw
that.
up in my mouth. Like, what are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the Bible is not something you get to edit, unless you want to go to hell.
It's like, if you believe it's the word of God, then you, sir, are a... And if you don't believe it's the word...
You're a charlatan if you teach a Bible that's been edited, because you're not teaching the word of God. You're deceiving. You're evil in every level.
of God. Like, why are you even doing this? Like, what is going on? Get ready. It's going to happen en masse. You'll see.
Using that word.
Because ultimately, the leftists, I know this is going to be a little bit of a tangent, but leftists are the anti-God party. They are the anti-God party every single time.
True. Yes. Yes.
every single time. Every time. There's not a single leftist policy that is actually following biblical values. Not one. Pro-abortion, like what the fuck? Child murder, child castration, communism, all the LGBT stuff. Like, it is, every single policy is anti-God. It's actual heretic politics.
Agreed with all that, and that's actually going to be enough for me. This is just knowing that she was arrested for this. Spreading awareness of what happened is important. And this might be a video on YouTube, and if it is, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.